Sometimes there might be just a little bit too much on the internet, and with an update every second of the day, there's gonna be some times where you just shouldn't search everything. From Cobra supervision to the most shocking viral videos, here are more things you don't want to Google. But first, we'd like to thank this subscriber for leaving us this comment. Let us know what you think about the video, and maybe we'll feature you. Number 14. Clock Spider. You're probably aware of clocks and spiders, but add these two together and you have something you definitely don't want to Google. A clock spider is not the type of spider, but a large clock that is on the wall used to describe the size of it. The photos were taken of the wolf spider in Darwin, Northern Territory, Australia, and it shows how creepy spiders truly are. Not only is the spider massive in size, but it's also shown hiding behind the clock. This might be why you're glad you don't live in the land down under. The clock spider trended as a meme for a while in 2015, and it was almost a cruel joke to send to your friends. It's seriously going to take a flamethrower to get rid of that thing, and we'll explain later why you don't want to hit it with a rolled up newspaper. Number 13. Your medical symptoms. If you think you might be feeling bad, or you think you might have uncovered something on your skin, don't trip out and Google it right away. There are many different symptoms out there that might lead you to believe that there's something seriously wrong. One of the symptoms of a brain tumor might be a headache, but do you really want to freak yourself out the entire time? This will typically lead to some anxiety, and it might not come from a verified source, just internet trolls. Not all the advice you come across will be useful, and some of the cures might be written by some wannabe doctor who will just try to get you to do something stupid. A cure for a sore throat is not a spoonful of cinnamon just because someone on the internet said so. Number 12. Snapeism. You've always thought Harry Potter was getting a little bit strange. Couldn't really understand why people liked it so much. We've all seen how popular Harry Potter movies have become, but no one really expected anything quite this strange. A new cult has emerged with the character known as Snape, and the followers seem to have lost touch with reality. They're known as Snape wives, and they consider themselves more than just fans of Severus Snape. Imagine if your wife or girlfriend suddenly started having an obsession with a fictional character to the point where you become number 2 on our list. There was a research document on the strange situation with documents of their beliefs. If you really want to see how crazy fandom can get, check it out, but don't say we didn't warn you. Number 11. Microscope tongue. You use your tongue for so many things, but have you once taken the time to look at it up close? This creepy image was taken of a human tongue at a high zoom, and you probably could live without seeing what your body parts look like under a microscope. But guess what? We're going to show you anyways. The reason for the tongue having such a creepy, scaly appearance is because your tongue is constantly shedding its top layer of skin. Think about that next time you French kiss someone. This other image here looks like someone hung up a bunch of tongues on a wall, but it's actually your tongue under a microscope. Creepy but true. Number 10. Mountain Dew Mouse. You might see some strange things occasionally online regarding Mountain Dew, and we hate to say it, but some of those creepy urban legends are true. There's a lot of strange things on the internet, and this is one you want to stay away from if you enjoy drinking Mountain Dew. A couple found what they believed to be a mouse in their can of Mountain Dew. They notified Mountain Dew authorities about the incident, and their response was quite mind-boggling. They stated that if a mouse was able to get into the can, the Mountain Dew would have reduced it to a jelly-like liquid in 30 days, and the consumers wouldn't even know about it. As creepy as it might sound, it's actually true. YouTube experiments online would support this theory. Number 9. Megan Fox's thumb. Megan Fox is probably good looking enough to the point where you never even looked at her hands. If you were a fan of Megan Fox and thought she was complete perfection, you definitely don't want to Google her thumb. In fact, you might actually think it's more of a toe than an actual thumb. It almost kind of looks like someone just photoshopped their big toe over her thumb, and you might wonder if she's part alien or something. It's probably best you just don't Google it, or you might start to notice it in her movies. There was also a lot of fake news spreading around that she was actually born a man. The whole thing is just a little bit blown out of proportion. Number 8. Penguin Promiscuity. We all seem to have some kind of belief that penguins are some kind of monogamous creature who will love their partner to the end. If you want to go ahead and ruin these little fun facts for kids, go ahead and Google it. While in some cases this might happen, but in most cases, those female penguins ain't loyal. While her partner is running around trying to fetch some fish for the family, according to BBC, female penguins will make arrangements for certain activities in exchange for pebbles. Even if reproduction doesn't occur, the penguin still enjoys the gift and uses it for her new hatchlings. There's all kinds of crazy stuff that penguins do to the point where biologists such as George Murray Levick didn't even want to fully mention it. Number 7. Your own name. How much do you really want to know about yourself? And not only can you maybe find out some new things about yourself, you can also see what other people can find out about you. The internet can be a dark and mysterious place, and you might not always want to know what other people see about you. You might also uncover other strange people with your name and read some wild stories in the news about what people with your name did, and feel as though if they did something bad, it might make you look bad too. It's also possible you'll see some of your embarrassing social media photos that you forgot about. Number 6. The Pimple Popper. If you thought that pimple on your face during prom night was bad, you probably haven't seen the videos on YouTube of Dr. Pimple Popper. And if you haven't seen it, just make sure you didn't eat lunch. A woman by the name of Sandra Lee is a dermatologist, and she's gained a little bit of fame from her YouTube videos featuring her doing what she does best. While she has donated some of her profits to charity and is doing great work for the people, it's crazy to see how many people are actually fascinated by this stuff. She racked up 3.9 million subscribers and has been featured on shows such as Tosh.0. You gotta wonder how people can edit her videos without heaving. She has all the tricks of the trade and is sure to make you feel a little bit queasy. You won't believe some of the gross stuff she takes out of people. You might even want to make pimple popping videos of your own after seeing how many views she can get. Her fans have become known as Popaholics, and she's still pretty curious why so many people are fascinated by this. Number 5. EelSlap.com. Have you ever felt the urge to slap someone in the face with an eel? Well, you sure can do some strange things on the internet these days. Electric eels don't actually seem like a fun thing to get hit with, and you have to wonder why someone would put this online and create a domain name for it. It's had over 200,000 likes on Facebook, and the site allows you to do one thing. If it's something you want to do with your time, go ahead, but don't expect anyone to be your friend. It might sound like something inappropriate, but it's literally just a guy hitting someone with an eel. Spit from the eel goes flying across the guy's face as well. And make sure you don't search Eel Slap on Urban Dictionary either. Number 4. Wolf Spider vs. Broom. So if you really thought those ones weren't too bad and decided to Google those anyways, we have to at least warn you on this one. Arachnophobes, you've been seriously warned. Don't ever Google wolf spider birth and you'll live a better life. Wolf spiders carry around little baby wolf spider hatchlings on their back. Let's keep in mind that this spider is just one of the few that don't actually spin webs and rely on their cunning skills as a hunter in order to get their food. So where does the broom part come in? There's a viral video online where a man attempts to kill a wolf spider with a broom and epically fails. Hundreds of little baby wolf spiders come running out once it gets hit, and there is almost too much horrificness for the guy to handle. Number 3. BristleEr. If you have a phobia against beards for some reason, you probably don't want to wander around this site. But if you're looking for some friends with beards, or even to date a guy with a beard, go ahead and check it out. BristleEr connects people in your area who either have beards or don't mind giving your beard a good stroke. Not every girl out there is looking for a clean-cut guy who shaves every day. It's definitely not the scariest website out there, but hopefully you don't find a girl who's only interested in your facial hair and not you personally. Number 2. Sovereign Citizen Fails. If you really want to learn what not to do during a police stop, go ahead and Google it. Look up on YouTube, Sovereign Citizen Fails, and take notes. It almost seems as though anyone who gets pulled over will find a way to have the police break open their window in one way or another, and most of the time, it just doesn't end well. They often claim that since their car is not engaging in commercial activities, it makes it okay for them to drive without a license. They say that they have the right to travel in their property. Then they'll ask for a supervisor of the cop, quote the Constitution on something unrelated, or try to prove that the cop is actually making the legal stop. As the police starts to break the window, the citizens will say that he doesn't consent, and this trend is getting out of control. If you're gonna get arrested, might as well hit it big on YouTube, right? And why not? And since your car moves a lot quicker than most people's houses, a cop legally has a right to pull you over just on probable cause. Number 1. Cobra watching baby. This screenshot was taken from a shocking video in Southeast Asia of a baby sleeping with multiple cobras at a time. It's videos like these that make you wonder though, how the heck people are allowed to have kids? Cobras generally have enough venom to take out an entire elephant. There's like 4 cobras in this video. They all look ready to attack as well. We won't tell you what happens, but if you're a parent, you probably won't like this in any case.